Now, China is facing its most widespread COVID-19 outbreak in months. And for its tourism sector, this could not have come at a worse time during the peak summer travel period. Chinese media reports say tourism revenue is expected to plunge by about 50%. Olivia Xiong with more.
With its picturesque natural scenery, the city of Zhangjiajie in northwest China's Hunan province has long been a top tourist destination in China. It's also why 25-year-old Chen Qiuxia and her sister decided to open this 18-room hotel in the city just this year. They pinned their hopes on the worst of the COVID-19 outbreak being over in China last year, as life in the country had largely returned to normal. But little did they expect a resurgence of cases at the end of July, with Zhangjiajie among the areas worst affected. That made these empty scenes even harder to stomach, as the city of 1.5 million people has remained sealed off during the most lucrative peak summer travel period.
我在民宿接到停业通知的时候，就是当头一棒，因为我们张家界是靠80%吧，还差不多都是靠旅游为生，所以当停业的时候，是真的觉得完了，这一年完了。觉得我们就算疫情好了，可能月底它解封不了，也可能解封得了。但是你现在疫情好了，大部分的人对于这个的话，还是会有心有余悸，就觉得。还是会有担心，再来这个地方。
Income is also a concern for 36-year-old Liu Xianxiu. Her 12-room inn in Zhangjiajie had been fully booked for this period, but this changed overnight as news of new COVID-19 cases emerged.
一夜之间，我们基本上的订单就开始一直退。8月份的，因为也是旺季嘛，8月份的话，我们订单也是满的，然后基本上从百位数可以退到 个位数了，我们就开始急了。这个担忧肯定也有，还有最重要的一点就是车贷、房贷压得透不过气来。
Ms. Liu expects to lose about $30,000 in income this year and says there's nothing much she can do except wait for tourists to return. But still, she says she's supportive of the strict containment measures imposed by authorities.
只要疫情好了，后面我们慢慢来。如果说 不严格、不配合，或者没有这一系列的措施，那我们可能会越来越糟。
This view comes as a debate brews in China over whether the country's zero-tolerance approach is sustainable for its economy in the long run. China has already seen weaker activity growth in July due to floods in some regions, and ING Economics expects this slowdown to continue in the month ahead, as summer travel spending is curbed due to the latest outbreak. Although some analysts think the impact may be felt more in the long term.
The implication for the economy is very mild in the short term. Maybe there's, the tourism industry is going to get a hit because of the containment measures, because local governments putting up travel restrictions. But in the medium and long term, I think China is fine economically because China has been using this level of containment measures for a long time. Market expectations and also trade and commerce have adjusted to the current situation, unless other countries start opening their borders.
According to official data, close to 1.9 billion trips were made by tourists in the first half of this year, about 60% of pre-COVID levels in 2019. Before this latest outbreak, Chinese media had reported that tourism levels are expected to return to about 90% of pre-pandemic levels. But with those hopes now dashed, those in the tourism industry tell me that they're now looking forward to the next big holiday period, China's National Day Golden Week in October. Olivia Xiong, CNA, Beijing.